Your girl is chiseled to the tape. It look like I just got Botox. Stop playing. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Josephine. If you're new here, I give you lifestyle, beauty, and fitness. I was gonna say fashion, but fashion is included into lifestyle. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my updated makeup routine. I know I say that I give you guys beauty, but I never really put beauty content out there, so I'm sorry from the bottom of my heart. Today, I picked up the camera and I give y'all beauty. Okay, so this is going to be a drugstore makeup tutorial, strictly drugstore plus e.l.f. I don't know if e.l.f. is drugstore, so let me know. But mainly for my dry skin girlies, because I am a dry skin girly. You can take some tips and tricks from this video to help your makeup elevate to the next level. So I hope my tutorial helps somebody become the baddie that she is. And if I did help you, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get into this video. Enjoy. Hey girls, let's get into this makeup. So the first thing that you want to pay attention to is your base. Your base, I don't mean your foundation, I mean your skin. Okay, make sure before I even do any type of makeup, I make sure I wash my face like I'm doing my regular skin routine. I make sure I hydrate my skin. So I'm going to show you guys the products that I use to hydrate my skin, or my skin, my skincare, in case anybody needs to know. The first thing I do is wash my face with the Dr. Brown's soap. I know a lot of people have their own opinion about it, but I believe it works for me. So that's what I've been doing. Then after that, I go in with my Good Molecule serum. And sometimes, not every day, I go in with my Good Molecule Discoloration Serum as well. And then for my moisturizer, I use this moisturizer right here. And then last but not least, I feel like this tops my makeup off 10 out of 10. Like, it's the reason why my makeup does what it needs to do. And it keeps my makeup glowy. Sunscreen. I know some sunscreen are not moisturizing, but this sunscreen is very moisturizing. For my dry skin girls, this moisturizer is going to be the key to your makeup sitting, and it's the key to your face glowing, period. You're protecting yourself from the sun, and you're keeping yourself glowy and moisturized and hydrated. This is it. I like to moisturize my lips before I get into my makeup, because honestly, the girls be a little dry. So the first thing we're going to start with is our eyebrows. For me, I am not feeling myself right now. Not feeling myself as in my image, but like, I don't feel like myself, because I usually listen to music and do my makeup. So talking to you guys and doing my makeup is so like awkward to me. So the first thing I do is brush out my eyebrows into the direction that I want it to be. Personally, I like to sculpt my eyebrows with my eyebrow pencil first. I do not do too much because sadly, thankfully as well, I am blessed with naturally full sculpted eyebrows, so I don't really have to do much. So I'm sorry. Ladies, keyword, please do not make your eyebrows too dark or too thick. Please make sure when you're applying the pencil, you're lightly stroking the pencil on your eyebrows. If you're putting so much pressure whilst you're doing your eyebrows, it's going to look crazy. I'm gonna give you an example. I know I'm messing up my whole eyebrows just to show you guys. Look at the difference. Look at this eyebrow and then look at this eyebrow. Which one looks natural? And my face looks crazy. Oh my God. So I'm gonna wipe that off. Now that my eyebrows has been drawn in place, I'm gonna give you guys a little tip. Your eyebrows are never going to be the same. They're going to be cousins, not even close to sisters or brothers or siblings. Okay, so don't try to be a perfectionist. Just try to match them to being cousins. That's the best a person can do. That's the best I could do. I know some people that's out there that can do a lot, okay, when it comes to makeup, and they can make their eyebrows match, and like, damn near twins. They're not even siblings, twins. Now that I'm done brushing my eyebrows to the place that I want it to be and sculpting my eyebrows or filling my eyebrows in with my eyebrow pencil, I go in with the eyebrow gel or the Got2b glue. Just put a little amount on my finger, and I just brush through the product just like that, just to pick it up just a little bit, and then I apply it to my eyebrows. Don't put too much because it can get white and cakey. Not cakey, but it can get white and the residue can build up and now you have a white eyebrow. So what you're going to be doing with the glue is directing your eyebrows into the place that you want it to be. This is to help your eyebrows stay in place. So the next thing that I use is LA Pro Concealer. I just put the residue on the back of my hand, or the product on the back of my hand. And then when it comes to tracing the eyebrows, it is very difficult. It's not difficult, it's very tricky, so pay attention. I used to like just draw a straight line, please do not do that. So I'm just tracing the bottom of my eyebrows. So my eyebrows starts from right here and it has this little arch. So I follow the arch and then I just bring it down. Simple math. Just follow your natural eyebrow line and you should be good. Make sure your concealer that you use to carve out your eyebrow is a shade closer to your natural shade. I don't want the concealer that I use to carve out my eyebrows to be too light. When it's too light, it just doesn't look right for me personally. There's some people who use a lighter concealer, but for me personally, it does not look right at all. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking the eyebrow pencil that I use to just, spread out the product. Oh, if you want to, you can bring the product down to your eyelid. Give your eyelid a little color, a little pop. So the next thing that I'm going to use is my e.l.f. primer. This is the only primer that I believe personally works for dry skin. I've tried other primers, but it dries me out and I don't want that matte look. I want that glowy look. I'm already a dry skin babes. We want to have that glowy look. And also e.l.f. primer helps your foundation or help your makeup last longer as well, in my opinion. But she's popular, so the girls already know. I heard somebody said not to drag the primer all over your face, but honestly, do what works for you guys. When somebody gives you advice, take what works for you and throw out the rest. You don't have to do exactly what somebody tells you to do. So what I've been doing lately is letting my primer dry a little bit before I go in with my foundation, because before I used to go straight into my foundation, and girls, don't do that. Make sure it is dry, not fully dry, but let it sit a little bit. So what I like to do is take my mini fan and just blow it out. Okay. So now we're on foundation. My foundation product, which is LA Pro Concealer. This is from the drugstore. I think it's like $10 something. I'll put the prices in the description box as well if you guys need it, but this is all drugstore, so they're affordable. I usually go for the clean look, so I don't like to put too much foundation. So I just put a couple pumps here and then the rest I just drag it. I don't really put much on my forehead. I just put leftovers on my forehead. So this, I'm gonna come closer so you guys can see how much foundation I am applying to my face. I don't have perfect skin. I do have scars on my face from my pimples and stuff, so you can see them. But it honestly, for me personally, it doesn't really bother me. So what I like to do is take my brush and just dab everything. Don't drag, dab. I stay in one spot and focus on it. You're seeing me rush because I'm a pro at this now, but I would say my advice would be take your time, okay? Take your sweet time. Another hack that I like to do is, let's say you carved out your eyebrows with a lighter concealer. Take your foundation brush and just buff it out. It helps smooth it out and make it an even skin tone. Okay, now that we have blended out our foundation with our brush, the next thing that I like to do, which I learned and it saved my life completely, was use the beauty blender after you're done and just put it, I don't know how to say it, but just set it in place. Lightly though, don't go crazy, guys. Take your time. I just love the fact that my skin is still glowing. That's what you want. For my dry skin girlies, that's what we want. So now we're going to be concealing our face. I'm going to be concealing my face with the e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer. So a little tip for my dry skin girlies, stay away from the 16-hour concealer matte finish. In the summertime, when I would do my makeup, I would be like so confused why my under eye looks so different. It looks crazy. It's because your girl wasn't reading and your girl bought the wrong concealer. This is for the oily girls who like that matte finish. So the first thing I'm going to go in with is this shade Deep Chestnut. So I use a brush to buff out my concealer. What I like to do is bring the inner corner down to the side of my nose. And one thing I've been doing lately is bringing my concealer up to my crease as well. I've been seeing Amina Coco do this a lot. I like to bring it up to the side of my eye as well to create that little cut. If you guys can see, I'm gonna come closer. About it. Do not drag and do not be rough. Be very, very gentle and lightly dab it out. A little tip for my dry skin girlies, please do not let your concealer dry out. I know some girlies will come on this TikTok or on this app and say, let your concealer dry out. Not for our dry skin girlies. If you let your concealer dry out, you're gonna be looking like a ghost. Ever since I started bringing my concealer to my eye, it just makes my eye pop a little bit more, because I always felt like my eyes was so dull and so dry. Like, it was so boring. So I'm taking the same concealer in the same shade, and I'm just putting just a tiny bit around my nose, body, just like that. To do the other side, the same thing, around the nose, down to the cheek. So this is what we're looking like, okay? So the next thing I'm going to go in with, I don't usually do this on a regular. If I'm in a rush or it's just a calm day, it's not really needed. I don't need to be Mona Lisa. I just leave it like this. But I want to give myself the bright under look, so I'm going in with the Deep Caramel in the same hydrating concealer by e.l.f. Just in the corner, okay? So I'm using the same concealer brush and just around the nose, the side of the nose. Bringing your concealer to the side of your nose is very important. Don't forget to do that, because I always neglect that. This is how the eye is looking. It's giving it just gave it the life. It just gave it the highlight, okay? So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. The next thing that we want to do is contour our face. I learned so much about contouring, y'all. I'm just so happy that I put in time to learn about contour, to properly contour my face. And now, if you have a round face like me, you're in luck. I'm going to be showing you how I get this cut. You see how, like, you know, when I smile, my cheeks are cut. I contour my face now to the point where I get that snatch look, okay? So what I use the Ruby Kiss 3D contour palette, and this is how it looks like. And I use this shade right here, as you can see, the darkest shade in the palette. So what I like to do is when I contour my cheekbones, I no longer bring my contour right here. I mean, you want to contour at the top of your cheekbone, so right here. That's where I like to contour. So I'll bring my contour right here. And please do not drag your contour all the way to your face or to your nose. Just a little short line is fine. The side. And then I contour the bottom of my chin to give that shizzle chin. Okay, you don't really have to do it, but I like to do it because I feel like it just adds a little pizzazz to my routine. And then take a little bit to your forehead. So make sure you brush up your contour. Please do not brush down. The point is to give your face that lift, that surgery look, okay? So take your time and just buff it upwards. And go in with your chin contour. I'm going to buff it down, blend it out. Okay, so now that we have contour our face, what I like to do is go in with my bronzer. So I take just a little bit and go in with my forehead. This is Beautiful. It's not a harsh product or a product that do too much. It's very Beautiful. So what I like to do is go in the corner of my face with the product. So my forehead, the side of my eyebrow. I like to bring it down to where I contoured my face. I feel like it makes the contour pop a little bit more. And then I just bring it down here as well. Same thing on this side of my face. Ever since I started adding this step to my makeup, I've been loving it. It's just been giving very much a gabe, okay? So now that we are all bronzed out, the next thing I like to do is bake. I like to use a brush or get into my product and just dab it under my eye. Just dab it under the eye. I like to drag it to the edge of my eye as well, wherever the concealer landed. Wherever your concealer landed is where you're baking. I like to bake a little bit more now because I'm not scared. I used to be scared because whenever I would bake, it would make me look so cakey and I feel so uncomfortable because my skin feels and looks so freaking dry. But now that I've learned how to properly bake, I'm not scared anymore. So this is what we're looking like. So now that my face is baked, the next thing that I like to do is go with my blush. Lately, I've been falling in love with orange blush. And I also heard that when you want to apply a cream product, you don't use a brush, you use your hands. I'm going to go use my hands to apply this orange blush. Oh my God. Oh my God. I think I just did too much. Oh my God. Because I feel like the pink was not really for my complexion. It was just like, I was just putting on blush just to put on blush. I like to bring my blush to my outer corner of my eye as well. Be seeing the girlies do it, so I started doing it. So y'all not gonna tell me the orange blush the orange blush don't eat on my complexion. I think it does. I think it eats. So I think that's it for my face. Oh, so I was watching this YouTuber. I'm gonna put her name Uchi. I think her name is Uchi. I hate when I don't know how to say people's name properly. But the crazy thing is, I've been doing this already before she mentioned it. But she mentioned it in her YouTube tutorial that she dropped, and which was use your bronzer and put it underneath your eyes, or put it underneath your waterline, something like that. And it makes your eyes pop a little bit more. And the crazy thing is, I've been doing this before she even dropped it. Because like I told y'all, my eyes be looking so dull. And I'm not really, let me not use this one. I'm not really, what's it called? Eyeshadow girly. So it just be so boring and so dull. Okay, maybe I should have never did that. I should have used the small brush, but it's okay. If you're scared just like me, use a smaller brush and just focus on the closer to your eyelid. Eyelid? No, closer to your waterline. But I'm gonna do exactly what she did and trust the process. Like I said, I'm not a eyeshadow girly, so I use my bronzer and a smaller brush and just, just put a little some there. Nothing crazy. A little some. But one thing I've been doing is like old fashioned, and nobody's really doing this. I think some people do it, but I remember back when people used to do it, I used to think it was so old. But put a little shimmer in the corner of my eyes. I've been doing that lately and I've been loving it. What's it called? Making my eye pop a little bit more. Let's see. It just give it a little something. So I wasn't even recording. So I was basically telling you guys that I'm going to be reverse contouring. I'm going to take my powder and my baking brush and take a little bit of the residue and draw a line underneath my cheekbones to give me that cut. You see it. I know you see it. So let's do it to the other side as well. As you guys can see, your girl is chiseled to the T. It look like I just got Botox. Stop playing. Botox who? When you have a makeup. So what I'm going to do is take either my contour or my bronzer brush, either one of them, and just puff it out. I rather use my contour brush. Either one is fine. You don't have to put any product on it. Just the products left on the brush. Just use it to blend it out. And then we are done with our face. So now let's set our face, ladies. So setting your face is very, very important. I like to go in with this setting spray. I'm not really particular with a setting spray, okay? So I use this setting spray that I got from the beauty supply store. And it works perfectly fine, and my makeup lasts for a long time. Don't sleep. So the first thing I like to do is drench my face with my setting spray. Is make sure your face is dry up to 60 to 80% dry. You don't want your face to fully dry. Okay, so this is how my face is looking. It is not fully dried. So now we're going to take our beauty blender that just grew leg and ran away from me. Oh my god, that is so annoying. I put it there. I'm gonna use the beauty blender now to just dab on my face. Just lightly dab. Y'all see how I'm so light with it? It's so light, I'm holding a cup of tea. I personally feel like this just seamlessly blends everything in and helps your makeup last longer. Ever since I added this routine or this step, my makeup has been more seamless and lasts longer. So now that we're done with the first step, we're going to go in again with our setting spray. And this time, make sure your face is fully dry. So now that my face is drying up, I'm letting my face dry up. I'm going to start with my lip. I feel like that's my favorite part because it finishes up the look. So I like to clean my lips, y'all. Honestly, it's just a satisfying feeling. It's all clean and free of products. I'm going in with this NYX lip liner in the color Cocoa. This is how the color looks like. It's a little brownish cherry. I wouldn't call it a cherry. So it's a little brown color. Okay, so now the lip liner is on, you guys. This is how the lip liner looks like. The next thing I'm going to do is lightly hydrate my lips with my Vaseline because I hate when my lips is dry. So the next thing that I do is going with my Drugstore lip gloss. We all know this lip gloss. We grew up with it and we still use it. There's no shame in putting out your dollar store lip gloss, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I have my moments where like I just be like, I don't want to pull this out in public, but because all the girls is pulling out the Dior, the Christian Dior, the Louis Vuitton lip gloss, and I'm just pulling out dollar store lip gloss. But I had to overcome it and be like, be freaking for real. Like, it's not that serious. So the next thing I'm going with my lip is the e.l.f. Again, e.l.f., if you see this, please sponsor me at this point. Let's just work at this point. There's no discussion. Nope. You don't have to say anything. Shh. Let's just work. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to use is the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Lip Gloss. This actually plumps your lips. So just a little warning. And I just focus on the middle of my mouth. The middle of my lips. And that's it, folks. This is how my new lip combo looks like. And I love it. I love it. So this is the finished look, guys. I am so happy with it. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I hope my video helped you get your game up, get your makeup up. Comment down below any tips and tricks that you think I should know so that I can up my game. I'm not a perfect makeup guru. I'm trying to be a makeup guru. So we're learning together. So don't forget to put in the comments something that I need to improve in. Like, girl, I think you need to do this better. I think you need to do this another way. You know, I'll be so grateful for that comment. I'll be so grateful for that tip. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope this helps somebody.